Okay, so as I can see, this is the very first time that we are meeting, right?
Yeah, this is the first time.
Okay, so I was thinking that maybe we could start with a round of introductions. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely, sure.
Okay, do you want to go first?
Yeah, I would like to go first.
Okay, sure. You can begin and I can follow probably after that.
Okay. So my name is Mahesh Kumar Jha. I belong to Ranchi. Basically, I'm from Delhi, but my hometown is Ranchi. I completed my bachelor degree in arts, and after that, I started working in companies, and I have worked in 3 to 4 companies in last 5 years. Last year, I quit my job, and now I'm looking for another job. Basically, I'm trying to crack an interview of MNC.
Okay, alright.
So, yeah.
I understand. Thank you so much for telling me a little bit about yourself. Now, very quickly about me. My name is Ananya. I'm originally from Calcutta, West Bengal, but currently I reside in Delhi. I'm working as a PhD research scholar in English at JNU New Delhi. I also used to teach at the State University before this as a guest lecturer of communicative English, and I have a total experience of around 7 years. So that's more or less about me. Okay. All right. So why don't you tell me a little bit about your English speaking journey so far? Why did you join this platform? What kinds of problems do you generally face?
Okay, so this application I'm using because, like, it's a basic, like, I want to improve my communication skills, so it is a basic thing. But there is another reason. In last 3 to 4 months, I have given so many interviews, but in every interview, you can say in the last round, I got rejected because, there was a client who took my interview in the last round in every field because I have worked in BPO sector mostly, so there was a client who took interview. So I have given an interview. So what I have felt till now that I got rejected because of the lack of communication skills. Because in the last round there is a debate session between 4 to 5 candidates. So there's a topic given by them, and we have to speak on that topic.
Yeah.
So what I feel that I am lacking in these things. So yeah, that's why I'm using this application.
Okay, we'll take a look at that, obviously, see where you are facing these difficulties so that I can give you some advice and suggestions about what to do about this afterwards. Okay, but of course, we'll have to speak a little first, so we'll focus on that. And once we are done with that, I'll try to sum it up for you in the feedback section. Okay?
So,
all right. Now, what I like to do in my sessions is divide the class into 2 parts. In the first, I like to do some basic English speaking activities, basic spontaneous speaking activities, because in real life, you might have seen that most topics are spontaneous, right? People just come up to you and ask some questions or engage in a conversation. What happens is, since we are mostly unprepared or underprepared for these conversations, we tend to get very nervous or flustered. So we are going to do a little bit of spontaneous speaking practice so that you feel more comfortable about this later on, and then from there move on to the topic of the day. Okay? All right. Before we begin, do you have any question?
Like you have already told that what other things we will do for improving my communication skills. So this is the only question which I had, which you already told about that.
Yeah.
I don't have.
Okay. I'll also tell you about other activities you can do apart from speaking, of course, but that I'll tell you at the end, depending on how you're performing and where I can see certain areas of improvement. Okay? All right. So to begin with, let's do a very basic activity. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your daily routine? What do you do every day?
Yeah, sure. In my daily routine, basically, I wake up early in the morning at 5 o'clock. I try my best to wake up at 5 o'clock. Then I leave my bed at 5:15, and then I freshen up. I take a glass of water. Then I go for the gym. After that, I take my first meal with the protein shake, and after that, I take a shower. Then I go to the temple daily. I offer the water to the Lord Shiva. Then coming back from the temple, and then I take my first meal. Okay, you can say breakfast, and then I start. Then after that, I start reading books, which is very important for me nowadays because to improve my pronunciation. And there are also some vocabularies out there. Mentioned in the book or written in the book, which I feel that if we like I'm talking to you, so I am using very basic vocabularies to you while talking. But in the book, there are some advanced kind of vocabulary which I don't know the meaning of that vocab. So I try to, write those vocabularies words in my copy, and I find meanings of those words, and then I try to, you know, implement those word meanings into framing a sentences.
Okay.
So this kind of activity I do in the morning. After that, in afternoon, I take lunch. I take my lunch, and after that, I take a nap for a while. Then I started watching start watching podcasts. Basically, I prefer to watch podcasts of Jay Shetty. Like 2 to 3 hours, I watch uh, podcasts of them. And then, yeah, in the evening, again, I learn some word meanings, and I read newspaper, and I watch BBC News at 8 o'clock in the evening. And after that, again, I watch podcast videos. I try to, I prefer mostly that try to uh, speak and try to listen as much as I can. So this is my daily routine.
Okay, all right. So you mentioned Jay Shetty and listening to him religiously. What do you like about his podcasts?
First thing is accent I like. Uh, Second thing, the people who invited in his podcast are, already well known. They have done something in their life. They are not like, like nowadays, most of the people are YouTubers, and they are popular because of their fans. But I think that they uh, have not done anything which inspired the people. But still, they are coming to the podcast, and people are taking their podcasts and doing this thing. But in Jay Shetty podcast, there are some people who already have done something in their life, like millionaires, billionaires, and all of the people already investors, financial things. So the people are coming in their podcast. So what I feel in Jay Shetty podcast, I like to listen because his podcast uh, changed my mindset. To be honest, from zero to peak levels, I'm trying. That I am trying to change my mindset at that level.
I understand. Okay. All right. So, what would you say are your primary hobbies apart from obviously listening to podcasts and doing the other things that you said? What do you like to do the most?
Nowadays, my priority is to get a job in MNC, and apart from this, what I like to do more. Like
Yeah.
I have the only one thing which I like to do, which is gym.
Okay. Why?
But the physical these days, physics matters a lot because in a company, if I have a special kind of mindset or a very smart mindset, whatever it is, but if I don't have any personality, then I don't have that kind of confidence in myself. If I don't have personality, if I don't have muscles, if I don't look good in the front of people, so something since my childhood, I have been feeling like this that if I don't have any kind of if I have any kind of issue in myself, then I feel underconfident. So this is the first thing. I was very skinny in my childhood, so I try to you know build some kind of things, personalities and all. So yeah.
Okay, I understand. All right, good. So now we are going to do an activity that I like to call the emotions game. I'm going to ask you about some of your emotions one by one. You have to tell me what makes you feel those emotions.
Okay.
All right. So let's start with happiness. What makes you feel happy?
What makes me feel happy?
Yes.
When I meet with my friends and share something about myself, like my problems and all. So spending time with my friends are happy.
Okay. What makes you feel angry?
Angry, okay. Angry in every side, I can say that when someone, irritated me or someone tried to show me something which is not good for me. So at that time, I was angry.
Okay. Right. How do you generally cope with your anger or express it?
I have a sponge ball, so I have to press that ball and it controlled my anger. It controls my anger. So this is the thing which I do, and also I take deep breaths. Uh, I don't have any good fast because of my anger. So I try to control it.
What makes you feel frustrated?
Frustrated when I try to do something and I don't, you know, I will not get it. Like recently, I started my business, reselling business on Amazon. I tried very hard to research on market and everything. One of my friends also with me, so it didn't work for me. So I got frustrated, and if before that I have also a YouTube channel, 4 to 5 YouTube channels. I tried there, so I tried. I have given my more than 1 year only on YouTube and nothing else. I was not doing anything when I was running my YouTube channel. So I had given my time, but I didn't get anything from there. So I got frustrated. Whenever I try to do and I am not getting results, so it gets me frustrated.
Okay. What makes you feel scared?
What makes me feel scared? I don't want to become poor in my life. So whenever I feel like this, so I got scared. I get scared, like this.
That's an interesting thought. Okay, does this come from like some past experience or any other assumption that you have had in life?
Yeah, actually, there are so many things. I'm not saying that I don't have anything, but I have, which I have, most of the people don't have. What I can feel. But I want more from my life. Like, I want to give a good lifestyle to my family. I want my private jet. This so biggest, you can say, dream of mine. That I want a good lifestyle to my family. I don't want to, live my life like a normal person. So this is the thing, and it is because, I have completed my studies from the government school, which was boys' school. So at that time, I didn't have any teacher, English speaking teacher, which which could which they could teach me about how to speak English, because they already didn't know that how to speak English. So they only came to the class and they just a paragraph and just what I can say, the syllabus, just they came to the cover to the syllabus. So because of that, I'm doing this. If I was from the convent school or some biggest university, so I don't think that right now I'm using this application. I don't think I will use this application. So because of the financial condition, I was not good at those things. I was not. I could not afford those schools and tuitions. So, but I feel I don't want to continue this for the rest of my life, and I want, I don't want that in my future generation. I don't want like my kids will also suffer from this. I want to give all the things.
Okay, I understand. All right. Okay, so those were the questions that I had for you. On that note, we'll move on to the topic of the day, which is about TV shows and movies today.
Okay.
So we'll start with movies first. What is your favorite film, if you had to choose one?
Animal.
Animal? Okay, why? Can you explain a little?
Yeah. Actually, there's a line in that movie, and which is I feel it is true. That there's a line where Ranveer Kapoor said to his wife, Gitanjali, that unfortunately it's a man's world and we have been fighting for the thousands of years. So this is the line which I feel true. It is true. And recently last year, the Chhawa movie came. In that movie, we have already seen that, we have sacrificed a lot of things for this freedom. So nowadays, generation, I don't know how to define this, like Gen Z generation. I don't know what is Gen Z, but nowadays the people.
I think it's Gen Alpha now.
I don't know. The people who are coming here nowadays from the college or from the school, they ignore the thing. which is the right, they are not taking the stand for themselves. What
Okay.
I feel, if they are right, but still they are ignoring themselves. They are not taking, it seriously, and I think they forgot, like for our freedom fighters, like
Hmm.
how they sacrifice their life for our freedom.
Hmm.
If they would not fight at that time, then I don't think that we are living our life like this now.
I understand. Okay, all right. Is there any film whose script you personally like, or particularly like, as in the story is something that has stayed with you, or something that you really have liked?
Sorry, I didn't get your point. Could you please
Is
repeat?
there any film whose script you really liked, whose plot line, basic story you really liked?
Basic story I really like. Okay.
Yes. A film
Yeah,
whose
there is a
story you really like, that is script. Yeah. Hmm.
Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara. That was the film I really liked.
Interesting. Why?
In that movie, it is shown that there are three friends, and I have also two friends, including me. We are three, and we have been together for last 15 years. When I was in seventh standard, and now I am 28. At that time, I was 12 or 13 years old. Now I'm 28. So we have been together for, it's been a 15 year, more than 15 years, I guess. But we are not talking to each other, and we want to live, freely, like financially. Everyone wants to, earn money. Everyone wants to travel around the world, and also have that kind of dream. My friend have also that kind of dream, but still we are not able to do this because of some circumstances we have, all family issues and all. So one day I want to, go with my friends and travel around the world like a Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara.
Hmm.
I hope so. We will do this.
I understand. Okay. If you were given a chance to change one thing in one movie, which movie would you choose, and what would you like to change about that?
Yeah, I would like to change the one thing in animal movies,
Okay. What is that?
and that is the mindset of Anil Kapoor, which
Okay. What
played
would you like to
the.
change?
I think in every situation, what I feel that Anil Kapoor didn't support Ranbir Kapoor because
Right.
Ranbir Kapoor is like in that film it is showing that Ranbir Kapoor has an aggressive kind of mindset, and he will not forgive anyone for anything. So yeah, this is somehow you can say this is sometimes maybe it will go wrong, but not every time Ranbir Kapoor is wrong in
I
that movie.
understand. Hmm.
But Anil Kapoor didn't understand this and always tried to humiliate uh, Ranbir Kapoor in front of the other person, uh, which was his son-in-law, I guess. That was his.
I
Yeah.
understand.
So which I really don't like it because at the end, Ranbir Kapoor is a family member of his family. So somehow Anil Kapoor should have supported him, but he didn't. So what I wanted to change if I got the opportunity, get the opportunity, sorry.
Okay. I understand. Okay. Who is your all-time favorite actor and why?
Okay, so when I used to study in school, so there was an era of Imran Hashmi
Mm-hmm.
in 2012 and 2013. Their songs and their movies I really liked at that time. So all-time favorite is Imran Hashmi. The personality of Imran Hashmi and Shahid Kapoor are good, very attractive personality they have. They carry the way they carry themselves is very good, which I feel. The long hairstyles, short hairstyles, full sleeve t-shirts, half sleeve shirts, anything. It's both of them looks good in all these things. What I series.
I understand. Okay, so now coming to the second segment, which is about TV shows. Do you have some favorite TV shows?
No, I don't watch TV shows. I watch web series sometimes.
Okay, all right. So, what are some of your favorite web series, maybe?
Lastly, I watched Lafange,
Mm-hmm.
which is on MS Players. Second, Indorish, which is also on MS Players. Yeah, there's the
Oh,
two things. There's the two web series.
I understand. So, you don't watch English shows as much.
No, I don't watch English shows
Okay, and
because
what
I
about English
was not able
movies?
to. English movies.
Hmm.
I try to watch. There's a dance movie in English. I don't know. I forgot the name of that movie. I watched last year that movie, and the Money Heist. I also watched that movie, but with subtitles.
I understand. Okay, makes sense. All right. Now, have you ever watched a show and hated it?
Have I ever?
Watched a show and hated it.
Okay. Show and hated it.
Hmm.
Yeah, there's a show, India's Got Talent, which I really don't like, and I hate it. And
Why?
also, second one is Roadies.
Okay, roadies. I understand. What about India's Got Talent? What irked you about that?
Because there's the one person I really don't like. There's a two person. First one is Karan Johar. Second one is Malika Sherawat or Malaika Arora. Arora, I guess. Malaika Arora.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
The kind of statement they gave to the contestant, I don't really don't like it. And in the name of fashion, they are doing anything and they call it fashion and all. So I really don't like it.
Okay. Last question. Was there ever a character in a series, show, or movie, whatever, that you thought was very close to your own character or personality?
Oh, there's a last web series I have watched, Lafange. In that movie, there is a character of I don't know, I forgot the name of that person, but Harsh Beniwal is playing the role in that web series, and the character of the artist.
Right.
It simply means that he wanted to become an actor, but he does not belong to a well financial background, and but somehow his father arranged some money and he went to the Mumbai and then tried a lot to become an actor, but gradually he realized that it is not only a game of good looks and good acting and overall. It is all about. I mean, it matters, but nowadays it is all about the references and approaches.
Right. I
So
am.
that character is connected to me sometimes,
Okay.
not sometimes. Yeah.
Lovely. Okay, now coming to the feedback. See, I think you speak well. You speak fluently. You know how to express your ideas. You can speak at length. So all of this are great. What you are struggling with, and what you have also been able to recognize, is a little bit of underconfidence and nervousness when you are speaking. That is something that generally goes away with practice. The more and more you practice, since we mostly don't have people around us who speak in the language, it sometimes gets a little intimidating to speak to people in a more serious situation. So the only thing that can help you out a lot in this situation is practicing. But by that, I don't only mean practicing speaking, I also mean practicing listening. What helped me a lot is listening to people speaking. So I obviously didn't have people around me speaking in the language as much. So I started watching web shows and movies and series in English. That's why I asked you specifically if you have the habit of doing that too. That is something that can genuinely help a lot with nervousness issues and confidence issues. It's good that you already listen to podcasts. That's one way of doing the listening part, but I would suggest that you try to just enjoy watching stuff in English, watch movies, watch shows that you like, genres that you enjoy. I think that would help you become more confident with listening to others and speaking more fluently. Otherwise, I think you're doing just fine. You don't have to worry about a lot of things. Just keep on practicing.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Do you have any other question?
I will not ask that how much time it will take to become a fluent speaker, but definitely there is a question in my mind that like what should I do for the confidence? To gain confidence.
Yeah.
Only listening, speaking, because when I start talking to anyone which is at my level, you can say.
Yeah.
Then
No, you
like
can.
like
Hmm.
what did you say something?
Yeah, I think there was a lag. I was just saying that continue. I thought that you were waiting for me. So just continue speaking. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, like my friend, like my colleagues, like my I go to the gym and there are a lot of guys I'm trying to talk to, but they are not interested. So, but when I